Watching the wrong people be humbled is always such a rewarding experience. Whether it's a clever police trap, a quick-thinking employee, or just plain bad luck, the thieves in this video found themselves in a pickle and paid the price. Humiliated and punished. We're starting off quite strong with a highly unusual case all the way from Bihar, India. Phone snatching is not a rare event. It happens all around the world. But I'm quite sure that this kind of punishment for phone snatching is anything but usual. In this case, you can see a police officer making the two thieves hit themselves. On the face. Can you imagine the horror? You don't have to, because it's clearly written across the faces of the two young men. Jewelry heist gone wrong. This lady thought she could pull off a whole jewelry heist without a proper plan, and it shows. It was clearly her first time, and the plan sounded like a movie plot in her head. As soon as she started wrapping the rings in her own packaging, the owner knew it was an attempted heist. He went outside, locked the woman in the vault, and called the cops. Probably one of the smartest guys I've ever seen. Undergarment thief gang. These ladies were stealing undergarments. Yeah, you heard that right. Out of all things, they decided to steal undergarments and then got caught as well. Honestly, I might sound a bit too cold, but I just love the way they are crying and asking for forgiveness after getting caught.
25
25 कपड़ा इंक्लूडिंग लेडीज और किड्स। मैडम को थोड़ा चेहरा दिखाओ। ये ले रही है ट्रायल रूम में। लड़कों की प्रॉपर केयरनेस से विजिलेंस से लड़के तो देख लिए आज। 25 कपड़ा और इन लोगों का गैंग है।
Not so innocent. It takes a lot of bravery to try and walk out of a store with $600 worth of goods, especially when you haven't paid for them. When the cop arrives at the scene, the man first tries to play dumb and blames the incident on the Walmart app for not ringing up his items. But when he sees that the cop is still wary of him, he changes his tone and starts cursing at the officer instead. Then, when the cop tries to detain him, he starts mouthing off.
Didn't fight me for what? I have one more pay. It did not work. I made a mistake and went right back to the register. Like, what is wrong with you?
Listen,
What's going
get
on
your
with
hands
you?
out of your pocket.
Officer, listen.
He makes a break for the door, but Lady Luck isn't on his side today, and he is arrested. Maybe next time, try thinking of a better plan. Porta potty trap. Well, if you're going to hide from the police in a porta potty, at least be prepared for the smell and the nastiness.
Come out! Crawl out, dude! Don't do anything stupid!
Car burglar caught red-handed by owner. Watch as this burglar tries to take away the car when the owners arrive right into the action and catch him red-handed. The burglar didn't hesitate to apologize afterwards. But why even do something like this to begin with? What a loser.
Lay down. Right here. Lay down. Lay down on your stomach.
Lay down right now.
Lay down.
Lay down.
Be sure. Lay down.
Arrested on the spot. There goes our victim. Right behind him is the phone snatcher, and walking just behind the snatcher are two undercover cops. It's a chase within a chase. Just as the snatcher is about to make his move, the cops are faster. They tackle him to the ground, and an arrest is made. It's a little eerie how in sync all of this was. Shotgun. This homeowner is fed up with porch pirates, and rightly so. So he decides to do something about it. He sets up a trap. The trap is simple but clever, and it's also harmless. It fires shotgun blanks, scaring the pirates enough to make them leave the package alone without hurting them. But if you were hoping for more action, I'm sorry to disappoint you. disciplined. The dreaded walk of shame. But this one is a little different than you might expect. These two young men decided to go on an adventure, stealing packages. They also thought, like many others, that they wouldn't get caught. But oh, how wrong they were. They got caught, and by a group of teenagers no less. That's right, the teenage boys marched the thieves right back to the house they stole the package from. They made them return the stolen items and even apologize to the homeowners. Now, this is the kind of young man you don't see every day. SUV driver rams thieves. This story does really provide a satisfying conclusion. Two thieves on a motorbike rob a couple when an SUV driver rams them right on the street. This incident led to the hospitalization of one of the suspects. Street justice served right. Thief caught on London Underground. This man was caught stealing a woman's purse at Waterloo London Underground station. People caught him in the act and served him justice right then and there. The funny thing is, he really had his eyes on that white purse for the last few seconds to the end. He was arrested and, after pleading guilty, was sentenced to 12 weeks in prison. Law and enforcement. We've all seen law enforcement in action at some point, but I bet this is the first time you'll see the law enforcement in action. Yes, you heard that right. This lawn worker spotted some men stealing equipment from his truck, which was parked a few houses down from where he was working. As the thieves drove past him, they tried to hit the worker with their car. That's when he threw his weed whacker at their windshield. The car kept going, but one passenger fell out and landed in the street. He tried to stand up but kept falling as the lawn worker threatened him with the weed eater. The suspect finally ran off and jumped back into the red, four-door car waiting nearby. Tool thief. You can only have your tools stolen so many times before you turn into an action hero. The construction workers at this site aren't about to let the man who tried to steal their tools get away easily. And boy, do they go after him. In my highly professional opinion, the guy on the hood definitely deserves a raise. TikTok trouble. All that trouble for a TikTok trend? I hope you guys can explain this mess in court. These three teenagers are in big trouble after leading the police on a chase all around the city in a stolen car. The police believe the car was stolen for a TikTok trend that involves breaking into older model vehicles. All I have to say is, why? Woman thief caught on CCTV. Watch how this lady in red comes and stands by a counter next to another customer and steals a wallet from her purse. She didn't even hesitate to pay her bill from the stolen wallet. That was super smooth, to be honest. But, well, she forgot that there are cameras and her face was caught on footage. Caught red-handed. Not exactly stealing, but this senior officer was caught red-handed while taking bribes. And, well, we all know that bribery in itself is a kind of stealing. You can tell from his face that he knew what the consequences would be. Not so smart. This is one of the oldest tricks in the book. One person distracts while the other does the job. But I guess these thieves were nervous, made a mistake, and didn't consider that the store owner might be paying more attention than they thought. I think they got exactly what they deserved, don't you? New punishment. This is absolutely hilarious. I've never seen anything like this before. A group of men caught a thief and decided to punish him in their own unique way. They forced him to laugh. Yes, you heard that right. Even the poor thief looks confused, but he does as they say. But I guess that wasn't enough of a punishment. One of the men starts rapping, and they force the thief to dance while they sing. The thief is definitely reconsidering all the choices that led him to this moment.
So yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do.
Failed robbery. We love seeing communities come together, and what better way to unite than catching a thief as a team? Just look at how these people work together to catch the thieves and march them around. Let's hope these thieves get their act together. Target thief. This lady right here was caught stealing from Target several times. Police were trying to catch her for a couple of months. She was using an alpha key to remove the magnetic tag and go away with thousands of dollars of items without paying for it. But, well, she finally fell into the trap, and I guess she must have kissed goodbye to this career choice after that. Dumb duo. You need brains for a break-in. Otherwise, you might end up hitting your partner with a brick, just like this guy over here. A rocky finish. A robbery attempt that started off smoothly enough had a very rocky finish. A gang of robbers broke into this house after noticing that the owner wasn't home. They were taking their sweet time when the owner arrived and saw what was happening. He got off his bike, grabbed some rocks, and started throwing them at the intruders. He even broke the back window of their car. But these robbers had no shame. One of them even threw a rock at the victim. Eventually, they got into the car and drove away, but not before the victim got all his stolen stuff back from the car. Airborne. This car thief had the ground literally pulled out from under him. Even the cops couldn't help but laugh at the situation. Love how fast that employee worked and picked the car up in the air. Imagine hanging about 20 feet above the ground and waiting for the police to come and arrest you to get you out of there.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back, all right? All right, man, well, here's the deal. This lot has been, there's having a serious amount of break-ins and converters cut off, and you got a Sawzall, and you're in the private area of the business. It's not open to the public.
Yes, sir.
So, you know what I mean? So what do you got the Sawzall for?
Copper, to be honest, brother, I'm not gonna lie.
Not my turf. This dude definitely knows how to defend his turf. He's not about to let anyone steal his Trump signs. To get his revenge, he turns to paintballs. He lies in wait for hours, ready to catch the offenders. And once the sign thieves arrive, they get what they deserve.
What the
I see him running.
out of here?
Public punishment. Let your kids take accountability for their actions. Because I'm pretty confident that when this kid stole $60 from his sister's purse, he certainly wasn't thinking about the consequences. The kid stole some money and later lied about it, so his dad decided to teach him a lesson. He made his son hold a sign that read, "I like to steal, lie, and be disrespectful to others," on Calhoun Memorial Highway. Facebook. Here, we have another case similar to the previous one, but this father took it a step further. He decided to post a video of his son admitting his crimes on Facebook. The teen held up a sign that read, "I stole money from my dad's wallet and bought candy for me and my friends. As a result, I will lose both pairs of Jordans, both BMX bikes, my cell phone, Wi-Fi, my DS, TV and computer privileges, the ability to go outside, the air conditioner." It might seem harsh, but the father is teaching his son a valuable lesson. Dedication. This thief was quite determined not to face his punishment. To avoid it, he sat on top of a high-rise air conditioner for over 60 hours. The man had been trying to steal some electrical cables when he got stuck up there. Authorities provided food and water while he refused to come down. He even managed to do some exercise on top of the AC unit to keep his legs from getting sore. Imagine that. When the authorities finally persuaded him to come down, he was safely lowered by rope. But then he got cold feet at the last minute and stayed on top of the AC unit for another half hour. The hilarious part is that the police say his offense is a minor one, and he'd only be detained for a short time. So, what was he afraid of? The ground? Yeeted. When will people realize that walking out of a store with an item you haven't paid for is a crime? Oh wait, I guess they realize it, but they just don't care. Well, this thief wasn't about to get away, and as he was making a run for it, this tall, muscular hero stopped him and pushed him, quite forcefully, to the ground. Serves him right. Surprise! I love how one of the cops in this video says, "Hey buddy," when they ambush the thieves. And the shock on the thieves' faces? It's priceless. On the other hand, the cops can barely contain their excitement. Look how happy they are to catch these thieves in the act, as they were leaving through the back door of a Costco.
It's coming this way. These guys all standing there waiting. Hilarious. The door goes, boop. They're all standing there with all the TV, with they had the property with them? Oh yeah, and the hands are like, oh, dropping, trying to take off.
Let's play dress up. 3 teens in Sacramento stole a Flintmobile from a comic book store. And yes, I'm talking about the Flintmobile, Fred's car from the Flintstones. But when the teens confessed their crimes to the store owner, instead of the usual punishments, he had something else in mind for them. He made them play dress up. All 3 boys dressed up as Fred, Barney, and Wilma. I would have loved to be a part of the conversation, where they decided who would dress up as Wilma. Caned and shaved. Usually it's the law that decides how we should best punish offenders. However, residents in Entebbe town took matters into their own hands, playing judge, jury, and executioner to 14 teenagers accused of theft and other crimes during the festive season. These teenagers are believed to be part of a criminal gang. During a village meeting, the locals decided that caning the boys and shaving their heads would bring about positive changes in their behavior. Brave old man. This case is similar to one that we discussed earlier, where one person distracts the shop owner while the other carries out the plan. One of the men nudges his partner and signals him to go behind the counter, while he points a firearm at the store owner. Now, in most cases like this, store owners don't fight back. They're usually worried for their lives. But this grandpa isn't about to let these robbers steal his life's work. He starts throwing large items at the robbers and ultimately chases them out of his store. But this is not an invitation for you guys to go out there and start fighting robbers yourselves. Always make sure to call the police and stay safe. Rescued by cops. The store owner was actually sick of robberies, so he made sure the thief went through the trap door. He even tried to break the door and got so exhausted that he started waiting for cops to arrive. Instant karma. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call instant karma. This guy is definitely a Karen because as soon as the public tackles him to the ground, he starts screaming about how badly his neck hurts. Soon enough, some bystanders help him get free. But I'm pretty sure if he had stolen their phones, their feelings on this matter would have been very different.
Let me help! Help me! Yo, man, yo, hey, man! Thank you! No, it's a thief, bro. Leave me alone! Leave me alone! We ain't going nowhere, no, you got him. So what? What's on the team? What's left on my leg?
Slapped. Looks like this African cop has been taking notes. Just like the incident in India, this cop also made the 2 thieves hit each other. Whenever the hits slow down, or one of the thieves tries to protect himself, the cop threatens them and asks if they'd rather be hit by his officers instead.
Why? Why? You steal again. We give you a drop. You told him sorry.
I'm so disappointed.
You told him sorry.
Cell phone thief. You might have never seen this kind of generosity from and a heart of gold as this store owner's. A robber enters a cell phone shop in West Yorkshire, UK, being a customer, and started browsing through the available phones. As he gets 2 phones in his hand, the robber runs for the door in an instant only to find out it was locked. He gets back to the shop owner, returns the phones, and starts making excuses. But the store owner showed empathy in its rarest form. He not only forgave him and let him go, but also put the CCTV footage on Twitter and invited needy people to store so he can help them. Mad respect for this guy. Locked inside store. If you are having a bad day, watch this clip. This will instantly make you feel better, because here you will see a robber behind bars before he's even taken to jail. So this man gets inside a cell phone store in Texas to do his thing. The women inside the store didn't panic, were quick thinking and strategic, so calmly left the store and locked the robber inside. The robber goes through the 5 stages of grief in the next 5 minutes: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. It was actually so satisfying seeing him panic. Karma truly hit this guy super hard.
I'm sorry, please. Please. Help. Help, please. Help, please. Please. Get your hands up! On the ground! On the ground! On the ground! On the ground! All the way down!
Locked. This man walks around the store like he owns it. And this isn't the first time he's been seen just walking in, grabbing whatever he likes, and walking out. This is his usual routine. He has this sense of entitlement, and I can't even explain how bothersome it is. But on this particular day, when he enters the store, he's in for a surprise. The employee recognizes him and knows all about his reputation. So, what does he do? He locks him in. Yes, that's right. When the thief tries to leave, he finds himself locked inside. Look at the desperation on his face now. He tries everything to get out of the store. Finally, the plexiglass on the front door gives way, and the thief escapes. The store owner does something unexpected. He decides to forgive him instead of pressing charges. But that turned out to be a mistake. It's because the thief doesn't change his habits. A few days later, he steals from the store again. Knocked over. This thief got quite a painful punishment. As he was trying for a quick getaway, the victim first knocked him off his bike, and then a passing car joined in on the fun. The car was supposed to knock the thief down, but instead, he ended up on the hood. The car then also ran over him, which was a bit extreme, but luckily, he didn't get seriously hurt. Smashed car. This man tried to rob a gas station, thinking it would be an easy job, but he didn't expect the cashier to pull out a machete when he pulled out a knife. The cashier locked the robber inside the store, but he wasn't alone. The robber had a partner waiting outside. While the first robber was grabbing the cash, the partner tried to distract the cashier. However, the cashier wasn't having it. He went outside and destroyed their car, smashing the windows, breaking the headlights, ruining the wipers, and even wrecking the steering wheel. Nothing was left untouched. Despite his best efforts, the robbers still managed to get away. But hey, at least the cashier gave them a run for their money. Stupid. These thieves were probably regretting their choices when they got caught in a police trap. The police set up a decoy car with the keys inside. 2 men saw the car, jumped in, and drove off, thinking they were in the clear, but the police were right behind them. They quickly chased the thieves down and arrested them. As they were being cuffed, one of the robbers said, "How stupid were we?" Well, do you still need us to answer that?
Get your hands up! Get your hands up!
Watch weapons, watch weapons. Hands up. On the roof.
Get him up!
Get him on the roof. Put him on the roof. On the roof.
Sticking around. These construction workers definitely deserve a raise. Check out how easily they handled the situation. No drama, no violence, just a simple solution. They turned the thief into a scarecrow and made him stick around. Literally.
Have you guys called the police?
Yeah, we already called the police.
They're on the way?
Yeah.
Can you guys go check on this girl? I'll be right here.
Get his arm, yo. Get his arm over there. Thank you, tape it out right there. All right, guys, tape it. You take out the shit, please. Breaking into nothing. I am high. I just got. You was in a truck, yo. You're breaking now. You're breaking.
Thief caught while pickpocketing. Have a look at how this man got instant karma as he pickpocketed a man in a queue on a counter. The policeman instantly caught him and gave this thief a taste of his own medicine. And that's all for today's video. Which one of these innovative methods of punishing thieves did you like the most? Comment down below and let us know about your favorite clip. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. See you in the next video. Goodbye.